Facelesstrader, and you are watching hashtag Awesome10X. You are watching our global chart attack update for June 2, 2020. So, give you news: Zynga acquired Turkey's Peak Games for $1.8 billion after buying the card game studio for $100 million in 2017. I'm just going to read to you the snapshots, but Zynga went from 8 to about 960, around 20% up on this news. Take note that Zynga used to make an IPO. If you might have recalled, Zynga used to be your, if you were playing Farmville, if you were playing those poker games in Facebook before, yes, you recall that Zynga. Zynga is actually a very, very big company today, mobile gaming. They've got Harry Potter mobile games today. They've got some Game of Thrones games that are a little bit like slot machines. But let's discuss this Turkish game developer. Okay, huge acquisition out of Turkey. This is the very first billion-dollar plus exit for a startup out of the company. They bought $1.8 billion Istanbul Peak Games, Candy Crush style gaming, mobile gaming apps, Toon Blast and Toy Blast for $1.8 billion. Zynga paid $900 million in cash and $900 million in Zynga shares. This is the second time Zynga made a Peak Games acquisition. In 2017, Zynga purchased mobile card games business for $100 million. More on that below. This is actually from TechCrunch. I'm going to read to you a few things. No, Peak's investors included European venture capitalists, Early Bird, and Hummingbird. Actually, if you notice, last few years, Zynga has been going up, as you could see from this chart, from about 2 to 10, because they've been rising their sales. Mobile gaming is very strong. Their acquisitions, Merge Dragons, really did well, Merge Games. So the move has been very strong for them. They even bought Gram. The Gram studio is now Zynga. So the play of Zynga has been acquiring good mobile games. And because the transition on mobile game is a $100 billion industry, at these levels, Zynga is now trading at about 9 billion market cap. So it's a play on the future of mobile gaming, okay? And they have the numbers to prove it. Actually, we recommended Zynga to be bought at about 550 to 6. You can check it in my Spotify, but that would be another lesson. Let's talk about this M&A first. As with all M&A, Zynga is getting a lot of big gains. Number one, they get a very popular franchise. They don't have to do it again. Toon Blast and Toy Blast already have 12 million daily average users. It's one of the highest grossing in Apple's App Store, one of the top 10, top 20 games in the past 2 years. Also, Peak Games' primary users are outside Zynga's market, outside USA. So it's not a competition. It's going to be an addition for Zynga. Peak Games Network will boost its number of mobile daily active users by 60%, and a lot of scaling up for its ad network. We are in a free-to-play zone. In-app purchases or ads will still make money for Zynga. Of course, this is also a strong play for talent. Peak Games is they will get, it's more like an acquisition and hire. So these are talented Istanbul people. I'd like to share this to the Filipinos here, those who like to make game studios. I wish that someday you get a $1 billion plus, you get bought out by Zynga. One day, I hope that a Filipino gaming studio becomes the very first Filipino startup to really hit that unicorn mark. Anyway, Zynga's Peak people, okay, so far, they will still they will continue to work under the Peak brand and existing franchises and also develop more projects. The deal will close in the third quarter of 2020. Zynga, of course, believes that the deal will bump up their revenues by $40 million for the year to about $1.84 billion. This is a startup that is so nice. According to Zynga, they bought it twice. It's a very profitable business now, and so it was just time for Zynga to go new chapter, la la la. Okay, so Frank Gibeau, let me read to you. We are honored to welcome Saidar and the team to Zynga. Peak is one of the world's best puzzle game makers. We couldn't be more excited to add such creative, passionate talent to our company. Frank Gibeau, Chief Executive Officer of Zynga, with the addition of Toon Blast and Toy Blast, we're expanding our live services portfolio to 8 forever franchises, meaningfully increasing our global audience and adding to our pipeline, well-positioned to grow faster, stronger. This monumental partnership is a good thing for the whole gaming industry, Sider Sahin, the founder and CEO of Peak, said. Both of us have a common vision, and we want to, basically it's a marriage, it's a good acquisition. So congratulations to them. Next chart, let's talk about Roku. Roku, this one, 105 gives us a buy. We think that it can go back to $140. Let me read a few tweets that are good to share. Stephen Baker said that the consumer tech, even in just US, is already posting a year-on-year consecutive week of 20% revenue growth as of the 6th of consecutive week ending May 23. This is the second highest dollar move in the last 6 weeks. That there are very zero indication that historic sales volumes are slowing. People are buying a lot of smart home, 26% up. PC monitors are 93% up. Tablets are going up 56%. All of your mice, headsets, keyboards up 79, 58, 163%. Actually, this is in conjunction to help Logitech, helps Turtle Beach. Those are also beneficiaries of this work at home, work from home trends. And a lot of people playing games, mobile phones, la la la. So just to share to you, since the start of April, TV sales were up 1.7 million units versus 2019 year on year. We are seeing as of May 23rd, week ending May 23rd, volume has been up 21%. Average selling price was $360. 32-inch TVs increased 47%. TVs at 65-inch and above are up 55%. A lot of people are staying at home, so they're watching a lot of television. So let's talk about why we should go long Roku. Of course, Roku, I'm going to share again. These are some good people sharing across your internet, Twitter account. So I really think that those who are trading USA should really have a Twitter account and follow us on YouTube. Anyway, the Volkatacha said that recent price action doesn't go in sync with the numbers. This is company that's going to grow 5 years further. Take a look at the COVID-19. The average ad spend on the over-the-top advertising connected TV has been leaping 40%. You've got 40% growth in connected TV spending on Roku, 44% programmatic ad spend to the Hulu app on Roku, 30% programmatic ad spend on the Sling TV app on Roku. The reason why I said the TV devices were going up because Roku is a smart TV. So when you're at home, you're watching in that 65-inch TV screen, chances are, especially if US, 1/3 of Americans have a smart TV and it's all powered by Roku. So that makes Roku, even at current level of $100, $110 a buy zone. Any drops, buy. Okay, so programmatic ad spend, that's really good for Apple devices, Roku devices, kids and family, going up 128%. Of course, you can recall, we said we like Roku because they also added CoComelon. CoComelon is a nursery show in YouTube, a kids and family show. And I think that a lot of people will watch a lot of these kid shows. They have about 100 million subscribers or 90 million subscribers. So that's a lot. It's actually the second most watched show or the third most watched show in YouTube. Now, all major OTT devices have been going up double digits in ad spend. This just tells you that the switch on digital advertising is long and strong. It's a secular trend. Secular meaning decades and decades and decades. So you've got Visual, Insignia, Roku, Sony, Apple, LG, Microsoft, Chromecast, Samsung, Amazon. All of the growth in spending. So these are all a huge growth in spending. You've got 40% increase in programmatic ad spend. So that's your move. So very, very strong. Of course, you have to know that the television is already getting the most exciting evolution out of all traditional media formats. Of course, everything is being changed. Your TV, your entertainment is already in your over-the-top advertising. So through smart TVs, set-top boxes, internet-enabled streaming sticks, this has all been available since 1999. Apple TV launched 2007. Roku launched 2008. We're now in year 2020. This is a trend that's still 12 years and 20 years in the making, 50 years in the making. So, so far, this is also an important thing that you have to know. Okay, so Netflix said that we have not yet broken out the international metrics The vast majority of the account base, wait. No, I think, sorry. This is still on Roku. Okay, so sa Roku is mainly in the USA. A vast majority of Roku's account is still in the US, but they have plans to go international. Their international base right now is still small. Right now, they have 1 in 4 TVs in Canada. Great progress in Canada. In Mexico, we're going from 2 TV brands to about 9. So we just signed up 7. So usually when you buy a TV, there's already a Roku app inside. So you can just watch 20,000 movie channels. Some you can pay for free. Some are just ad supported. So that's where the digital ad spending works. That's how Roku makes money. Roku is a top pick of ours in our Awesome 10X. This company went from about $18 to about $170 in just 3 years or 4 years or 5 years. And it will continue going higher. So yeah, it's a secular trend. The real growth story will start when Roku expands on a truly global scale. Roku has to be the second move of Netflix. So Roku is actually, I don't know if it will become $200 someday, but yeah, it's a long-term stock. Roku is not on course for a sharp plunge. It's even, especially in the social distancing, even when social distancing ends. So it will accelerate an already impressive growth trajectory. So yeah, you might want to have Roku. When it comes to advertising, digital advertising, a lot of it comes from Pubmatic, Rhythm One, Freewill. We're seeing a slow move on Rubicon project. Rubicon, of course, is Rubicon Talaria. So that explains why Rubicon has been falling, even if it's a digital advertising play. Now let's take a look. It used to be 2019 when it comes to application ads. So Google, of course, your YouTube, 97%, OpenX, Rubicon. These are important things when you're looking at connected TV. Telaria and Rubicon joined hands. They married together last year. And so I think that it's also a stock that you want to watch. Rubicon, of course, they married. It went aside from about 2.4 to 13. We like this company around 5 to 7. I think this is a move, a secular move back to about 10 to 13. So for now, it will become a trading range. $5 will have resistance at $7.50. But if you believe in the secular growth story, Roku is a great stock. And then this one is something in the bargain hunting mode. Every drop below 6, you might want to enter. Now, we said that in our previous chart updates, we said Fastly was a strong company. It helps on that streaming trend. So all of that entertainment that you want, fast internet connection, edge computing in the cloud, it's all helped by Fastly. It's all helped by your Akamai, with your Cloudflare. So yeah, these companies will grow from 20. However, 20 went to 48. I'm waiting. So there was a drop here at about 36. We tried to enter at about 38, 40. It was too fast, too furious. So far, this is a 113% Fibonacci extension. It could be too fast, too furious. Let's see if we can enter somewhere at about 38 to 41 for a better pullback. Zoom Video, of course, will report earnings tonight. There was a buying area here at 165 when they said that they were telecasting NHL. Then it went to 179 because of the NASDAQ 100 inclusion. This move right now is going up because of the earnings tomorrow, which is tonight, actually. June 2, earnings tonight. So at these levels, it is nosebleed. It's already trading at 60 billion market cap. We're talking about 60 times price to sales. But you know, I will never dictate the top, but this is quite expensive, even if video conferencing is really going to keep on accelerating even after the COVID-19. Now, let's talk about some news. Yum China is bringing Beyondmeat plant-based burgers. They're gonna test it out. KFC is offering 3-day limited offer in 5 cities, Beijing, Chengdu, Hangzhou, Shanghai. Yes, you'll also have Beyond Burgers in Pizzahut and Tacobells in mainland China. Recall that Beyondmeat won Starbucks' heart. So Beyondmeat is now at about 5 billion market cap here. We're seeing that this is quite pricey, but people are somehow supporting $120. Can it break out and go back to 160? The partnerships are there. There's still meat shortage. Therefore, Beyondmeat's numbers went up. Recall that from 88, it went to 140 because of the earnings call. People have been buying a lot of plant meat in their respective supermarkets. during the COVID time. I'd say that this is a trend that's going up. It could be very expensive today at 5 billion, but with that news, that is a positive wind. If you really like plant-based, take note that Beyond Meat has a lot of competition. In the plant meat product, you have Nestle, you have Kroger, you have Conagra Foods. Beyond Meat also has Impossible Burgers as a competition. So this is not a one man wins everything. There is a lot of people in this competitive landscape. So be careful buying a very expensive name. Now, let's talk about C Limited. C Limited also very strong after earnings. We're seeing a potential resistance either at 84, 87, 91, 95, 100. If this one wants to go wild, maybe it can go $100. But from $10 to $100, that might be too steep of a price, even if we like C Limited. Just be careful about extensions and valuations. This is an overvalued name. Of course, right now, people are asking, are we supposed to see our social media platforms, are they supposed to be the arbiter of truth versus fact-checking? Now, for me, powerful companies on earth, such as social media, Twitter, and Facebook, have a right to influence. I don't know who's right or wrong. Platforms shouldn't really do censorships. But, the President Trump is advocating violence, looting. When looting starts, shooting starts, drinking hydroxychloroquine. At some point, I also question what is free speech versus too much free speech. Twitter said that they want to fact check Donald Trump's tweets. I think that because of that, from about 34, it fell to 31. And Twitter already said no to political advertisements. So it's a moral high ground for Twitter. So far, we have seen Twitter gone. This is a cup and handle in your 25. Went to 44. There is resistance at 35 to 39. I wouldn't say that this is an easy way up, but people at 28 to 26 are willing to support Twitter no matter what. Of course, Facebook said they're not an arbiter of truth. If you want to spread fake news, we don't want to discuss about these things. So a lot of Facebook employees actually felt that this is wrong on Zuckerberg's part. They even made a virtual walkout last night. However, as you could see, Facebook is a very strong platform. You've got WhatsApp, you've got the Geo platform now handling e-commerce in India. This was the buy call here at about 179. Not just that, Facebook and Shopify have joined hands, helping businesses to go online, helping them make their Facebook business page into an essential e-commerce marketplace zone in competition with Amazon. And I think that because of all the developments, Facebook has more bulls than bears. Of course, Facebook continues to receive political advertisements and so forth. So Facebook still has about resistance at all-time high zone of $270. Any drop of Facebook will stop at 218 to 200. Strong win, strong secular buy zone for Facebook. Netflix, of course, strong buy zones here. $410 was your initial drop. This is a pullback. Some people will enter at 425. Any drops here in this channel, all the way to 500 zone, all-time high zone. The biggest growth for Netflix will all come from India. Recall that India is 2016 start for Netflix. So Netflix wants to grow their international in India. India has 1.4 billion population. Netflix plans to have a target of 100 million subscribers. Can they achieve it? As of the February 2020, their Netflix India went 2 million. This actually jumped to about 14 million. So yes, I believe that Netflix will one day become 100 million subscribers in India alone. Take note that Netflix today has 190 million subscribers all over the world. So if they can just get India's 100 million, that would represent tremendous growth tremendous runway for Netflix. Netflix sees big growth in India, subscribers binging on local content. The big growth in viewership in India will come from Indian originals like She and Guilty. So Ted Sarandos said that in the first quarter 2020 earnings call. Take note that Facebook and Netflix are all in on India. Why not? Because India is not banning them, unlike China. Of course, in China, Netflix is banned. So there's no Netflix in China. There's no Facebook in China, but the biggest population right now that they can attack is India. So this is a good play for them. And I think that you can buy that. Yes, you can still buy that. We liked Netflix since 270. We kept on saying at 300, it was a buy on India. You can listen to me on Spotify, just search Facelesstrader. But yes, even at $400, this is a secular trend. Also, the launching of cheap cost, 199 rupee is very strong. There's even I even tweeted before and even made a podcast that when Netflix partnered with the largest telecom platform of China of India to offer some free Netflix monthly is gonna help propel in the subscription space. Okay, another stock that we like, Spotify. Spotify here at 183. This is a buy zone. Podcast listeners will become 100 million subscribers by 2022. You want to buy the growth, the platform. The play for Spotify is the exclusives. So you've got the Joe Rogan, the Amy Schumer, the Joe Budden. A lot more to go. So you want to have a great company. Zuora, we discussed this as a potential beneficiary in this earnings week. Let's take a look on this earnings Tuesday. Or is it Thursday? Thursday, Zuora will report earnings. So Zuora helps companies like Zoom Video handling their billing, subscribers, and so forth. Not just Zoom Video. It handles Zendesk, HBO, Nvidia, Electronic Arts, even GE, Caterpillar, Financial Times, The Economist, Wall Street Journal. For those who are interested, just sign up to Awesome 10X. We give deep dives in our company picks, whether it's Spotify, Zuora, Netflix, PagerDuty, or Roku, blah, blah, blah. So PagerDuty also buy here. I think that it can go to $30 if it explodes on the earnings. 30.39. Peloton, strong move. Earnings, of course. So this is a continuation after explosive earnings. People apparently can buy $2,000 bikes. They're so rich. Capri Holdings, yes, we like this. We think this is a recovery play. At some point, girls will want to buy their Jimmy Choo shoes. Despite the looting, right now in America, there's a lot of looting. So I would say that we want to enter lower. If you could enter, actually, I prefer 13 to 12. That's where we were buying Capri Holdings. Some of us sold early at about 15 to 16. We didn't even hit 17. We sold early before it even have gone to 17. But when you look at the fundamentals, I think like this one is a company that can recover even all the way to 20 to 25. Any drops are a bargain hunting buy. Huya, I think bargain hunt, live streaming platform in China, Twitch of China. Huya and Douyu, so we like them both. Buy recommendations on both. Joy owns Huya, and I think that strong growth for a lot of their streaming platforms. So even Bigo Live. So this is a strong company. You could see that from 2014 to 2020, 6 years, the stock price is stagnant, but fundamentals is very strong here. Take a look in Joy. Scientific Games has rallied, of course, with the reopening of casinos. We've been pitching this, and then we think that maybe it can continue ascending, but the resistance at 16 to 19 could be too high. It could be resistance here. We prefer buying somewhere at 11 or 13 below, so I'll wait. Nintendo, I like. Nintendo, I think that this drop is a buy zone. So at 49 to 50, I'll buy it. For a move to about 60, 64, so all-time high zone, because Nintendo Switch, Animal Crossing, and a lot of their games, yeah. Meituan, just so you know, I was saying that initially there was indiscriminate selling, then this was discriminate buying. A lot of expensive valuation. Cut na ako. Okay, sige. Let's end this, but just to show you some things, and yeah, so we're ending it. These are your delivery giants, Meituan and ZTO, still strong secular trends. Thank you, and I'm hoping that you follow us in Awesome 10X channel, and just join our classes. Every Friday we give for free. Eventually, if you really love our service, join our awesome10x.com. Subscribe for $40 a month. Thank you. Bye-bye.